Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into the fascinating, highly orchestrated journey of one of the absolute most common items in your refrigerator, the egg. It's a journey that seamlessly blends incredible biological design with some truly astonishing industrial precision. I promise you, by the end of this, you're never going to look at your breakfast exactly the same way again.
To wrap our heads around this massive industry, here's our roadmap. We'll start with the anatomy of an egg, check out modern egg production, hit the processing line, and finally, look at grading and distribution. Let's get into it.
All right, part 1, anatomy of an egg, biological perfection.
It all starts with this astonishingly small package. I mean, the average chicken egg weighs a mere 57 grams. That's roughly 2 ounces. But inside that tiny weight class, you've got a perfectly self-contained life support system. It's nutritionally complete, structurally sound, and honestly, kind of a biological miracle.
It's actually really cool to break down those 57 grams. The vast majority of it, about 58%, is the water-rich white. Then you've got the nutrient-dense yolk sitting at exactly 31%. And believe it or not, that rigid protective shell, it makes up a surprisingly small slice, just 11% of the whole shebang.
Now, inside, the egg is an absolute marvel. It's definitely not just a water balloon. It's got 4 distinct layers of white, or albumin, acting as this high-tech shock absorber, complete with a thick, firm layer hugging the inner contents like a safety jacket. The yolk itself is locked in by a clear, fibrous layer called the vitelline membrane. And that shell, it's not solid armor, it's highly porous. It literally connects the surface to the inner layers so the egg can actually breathe. Pretty wild, right?
Moving on to part 2, modern egg production, the macro scale.
To keep up with our massive appetite for eggs, the industry relies heavily on highly specialized flocks. We're mostly talking about the white leghorn breed here, simply because they consistently lay those white-shelled eggs consumers demand. And these flocks don't just live anywhere. They are housed in totally automated, environmentally controlled complexes holding tens of thousands of birds. We're talking computers dictating the absolute perfect temperature, usually between 57 and 79 degrees Fahrenheit, along with the exact lighting and humidity needed to keep the birds healthy and super productive.
If you check out the official USDA grading manual, you'll see that the vast majority of these operations, over 90% of table eggs here in the US, actually use multi-deck caged layer systems. And the rationale comes down to basic economics and safety. These controlled setups drastically cut production costs and save massive amounts of floor space. But just as importantly, they provide critical protection from predators and disease-carrying rodents that are way more common in traditional floor systems.
Now, when you're managing flocks this size, the economics are tightly monitored. Depending on how egg prices and feed costs fluctuate, producers might use a technique called force molting. So molting itself is just a natural annual feather loss where the hen stops laying eggs. Force molting is the agricultural version of that. By temporarily withdrawing feed and providing a low-protein diet, producers can artificially trigger this pause. It naturally resets the flock's reproductive cycle, gearing them up for another highly productive season.
All right, part 3, the processing line, an orchestrated assembly.
The second that egg is laid, the clock starts ticking. Because quality begins dropping immediately, advanced inline conveyor belts rush thousands of eggs straight from the laying houses to centralized processing areas. This setup is brilliant because it completely cuts out human handling. The flow is continuous, which absolutely minimizes any chance of bacteria growing before the cleaning can even begin.
So, let's walk through this rigorous 5-step cleaning process, which is vital for food safety. Step 1 is super important. The wash water has to be at least 20 degrees warmer than the egg itself and never below 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Why? Well, if the water was colder than the egg, the inside of the egg would actually contract. It would literally vacuum dirty water and bacteria right inward through those tiny pores in the shell. After the hot wash, they get a quick rinse, a sanitizing chlorine spray, and finally a blast of high-volume filtered air to dry them off.
And here is a really fascinating detail about that final step. See the hot wash we just talked about? It strips away the egg's natural outer protective layer, known as the cuticle, leaving the shell completely exposed. To fix that, we give the clean eggs a quick spray with a very light coating of food-grade mineral oil. It basically acts as a synthetic cuticle, sealing up the pores to stop moisture and carbon dioxide from escaping. This one little step dramatically extends the egg's shelf life.
Which brings us to part 4, grading and distribution. Precision quality control.
Okay, this is where we get to the candling process. Back in the day, a farmer would literally hold an egg up to a candle to look inside. Today, it's a whole different ballgame.
We use incredibly powerful lights and mass electronic scanning devices that can peer inside thousands of eggs every single minute. They instantly spot microscopic cracks, dirt, or internal defects like blood spots, letting operators or automated machines kick them right off the line. Once they pass the light test, the high-speed inline electronic scales take over. These machines are wild to watch. They individually weigh every single egg as it zips down the line, instantly bumping them onto specific conveyor belts dedicated to official USDA sizes like medium, large, or extra large. Next up, automated machines gently drop the sorted eggs into those familiar grocery store cartons. But check out this amazing little detail. The machine carefully orients every single egg so the small end is pointing down. Remember how we said the egg breathes? Well, as a fresh egg cools, an air cell forms inside, usually at the wider end. By packing them small end down, that internal air cell stays perfectly positioned at the top, which protects the yolk and keeps the internal quality top-notch during transport. At this stage, the whole game is about preservation. It's all humidity and temperature control. Newly packaged eggs have to be stored in an ambient air temperature of 45 degrees Fahrenheit or colder. And on top of that, you have to completely avoid extreme temperature shifts so the eggs don't sweat. If condensation forms on the shell, bacteria can easily grow and smear the egg, completely undoing all that incredible cleaning work we just went over.
Finally, to make sure these eggs survive the road trip without losing any moisture, they are loaded up onto highly insulated, heavily pre-cooled refrigerated trucks. From this point on, the entire supply chain is heavily monitored. We're talking constant air circulation and perfectly stable humidity, keeping them in absolutely pristine condition right up until they hit your local grocery store shelf.
So that brings us to our final takeaway. We've zoomed in on the microlayers of defense, we've seen the immense environmental controls of the layer houses, and we've watched the lightning-fast precision of the processing and grading lines. Next time you're making breakfast, will you simply see a basic ingredient, or will you appreciate the sheer biological wonder and the absolute logistical mastery it takes to deliver that egg to your plate intact? Definitely something to think about the next time you crack one open. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.